What's up, everyone? We have a knife here that is not going to be for everyone. Price-wise, utility-wise, it's not going to be for everyone. But let's face it, my channel's not for everyone. I show a range, a vast range of knives, from the $14 Civivi fracture slip joint to the $4,000 custom Red Horse Knife Works Hellraiser, from the less than $50-ish Kubi KB237 to the 5-figure custom Frank Fisher Battle. So I show everything in between $10 and $10,000. That's kind of my tagline. So I get it that not everything on my channel is for everybody. I'm not generally showing the latest, greatest Chinese knife. I'm not showing the latest, greatest American-made knife that just launched today. I think I've literally shown 2 videos in 2.5 years of knives that launched that day. And one was the fracture, and one was the most current Benchmade bug out. Which brings me to this Benchmade Altitude in their Hunter series. Has a very nice Camouflage Kyrex sheath and a blaze orange fixed blade hunting knife. Now, this is not for every hunter. This is for the minimalist. This is for the hunter, the outdoorsman, that is taking into account every ounce in his gear, his or her gear. Because this is incredibly lightweight gear to put in your pack. The knife alone weighs 1.7 ounces. With the sheath in this combination together, you're only at 2.5 ounces. That's less than a AA battery that comes in at about 3 ounces. So this is very minimalistic, yet feels good in the hand. It's very thin, not going to lie, but it can be an incredibly useful tool out in the field. Has jimping up here for your finger for those detailed cuts. Has jimping up here for your thumb. It has carbon fiber scales, if you will. They do call them, I think, micro scales on their website. Has a lanyard hole so that you could put a lanyard on here. Has some holes in the sheath so that, slots so you could put some anchors onto your Molly gear or onto your backpack or, whatnot. It's not something you're going to carry on your belt unless you had a real skinny belt. But really, that's made to just lash onto your backpack, really. It's S90V, which is cool. It is just one chunk of S90V with some carbon fiber bolted to it, really. Super minimal, not fancy or anything. It just gets the job done. So the dimensions on this thing is just a hair over 7 1/4 overall. The blade I measured from the edge of the scale to the tip at 3.07 inches. You have 2.94 cutting edge at about 16 thousandths behind the edge. Overall thickness is 0.092 at the blade. It's the whole thing. It actually does taper down slightly at the tip for plunging. And yeah, it's S90V. Let's zoom in. It has, it's a well-made knife. It's orange. It's got the Benchmade logo. The specific model number there is 15200ORG for the orange version, with carbon fiber, lanyard hole, some jimping back here and on the bottom. You're not really going to lose your grip because while it is small and sleek in hand, you're pretty locked in. I mean, yes, you can roll a little bit this way, but I'm not a hunter and outdoorsman, okay? So I'm not talking from personal experience gutting a deer. That's not what I do. But it's super lightweight. It's fairly rigid. It's not like there's any flex or play in it, even though it's very thin. I know that Will, who loaned this in, is an avid outdoorsman, hunter, whatnot. He's a scuba diver and free diver and whatnot. And there is another knife here that just came back from an excursion that he took in Hawaii. So he did send that knife to me that I haven't done yet, but that'll be coming in the next few days if you're watching this when it's first released. So he uses his stuff, and this thing is still super sharp and could do some real work. I like it. I mean, it's minimal and it's not for everybody, but I'll give you a couple of just size comparisons so you can understand its size with the Sharpie, the Spyderco Delica, and the AA battery, just to kind of give you some perspective, because I forgot to bring an Oreo cookie in here to show you real world item. So, Will, thanks so much. I did forget to bring this in when I did the orange knife and orange watch setup. I totally spaced that this was in a box over in the other room. And then I can put it up here next to the orange pen. So if you really want to accessorize, you can. I don't know. Like I said, it's not for everybody. And I didn't even touch on it. The price on the Benchmade website. I am sure you can get it cheaper somewhere else. But just so we get that out of the way right now, $245. Yes, $245 for this very minimal, very lightweight outdoor hunting knife. Like I said, it's not for everybody. Thanks a lot, guys. Check out my Benchmade playlist up here in the corner and have a great day.